Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Lost Fleet. Which is actually not the game, it's a stage in Spyro Year of the Dragon. Last episode we actually finished here in the skate park, the skateboard park, where we need to do a race. Pretty much the only true fun thing in this stage, I must admit. But here we actually were able to beat a couple of Rhinox, and also in the meantime we're able to find some gems. However, there's also still a course record that we need to break for skill points. Now that is going to be a pretty tricky thing to do, I must admit, so this actually might take a couple of tries. Better get started right away.
So, are you ready to take my challenge?
Yeah, now we've got the time for you.
Alright! Eat my skate dust, sucker!
Sucker? Really? 10 crabs on the course, okay. Also need to make sure to win from Hunter, of course. Let's go take the time. We're probably going to need at least 2 laps in order to get all of them. Here's ready 2. Let's go stay on the lower path so we can actually get you and you. Same deal here. There's already most of them. Jump. 3 left. One of them is going to be on the right over here, one of them on the left, but that one we actually need a second lap. Same deal with the guy that we actually missed over here in the first lap. This. Now, at the end, make sure to actually take the left pathway. The rest actually does not matter. Might as well actually start training for the skill point that we need to get in a minute. Like I said, there's going to be a really nasty, difficult skill point to actually get here. So that's a pretty good idea to start learning the course. Learning how to do the tricks. Oh, there's also a couple of jars still remaining here. Interesting how you actually did the half-pipe jump over there, Spyro. Still thinking this is a trick arena by the looks of it. At least I'm still in first place, so it's not going to come back to bite me. But I indeed still missed a couple of gems there, apparently. Good thing I actually saw them. Now, making sure to stay in first place. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be an issue. Hunter's not per se that fast by the looks of it. So, race complete.
Sheesh! I can't believe you beat me. You must have been practicing the whole time while I thought you were just looking for eggs. Hey, speaking of which, one of those crabs was guarding this one.
Yeah, what do you think I actually do in my spare time in between episodes? Of course I train. However, I'm not per se that certain if that is going to be good enough. The most challenging thing here in this skate park is still actually up. Go for the skill point. I'm not too sure if the required time is actually on the list. It might be actually. I think it will just say, yeah, record time. I think my notes actually say the time is 1:45. Cannot verify that. I could actually do that quickly. It would be nice to know beforehand what I actually need.
You might be able to beat me at skateboarding, but I'd still win in a popularity contest.
You, popular, compared to me. Yeah, you might actually be right in that. But anyway, as you can see, the skate hologram will actually appear. And we can actually start trying for the course record. Okay, next try. Okay, finally a good first jump. Now staying below that 1:45 is turning out to be a lot more difficult than I expected. Actually need to cut all of the corners here. Get every single boost. Yeah, looks like we finally got the first lap that is actually decent. Good enough at least. Around 30 seconds, that's usually a good lap. But that way we're going to be able to stay below that 1:45. Now, second lap, this might actually become tricky. Actually running out of turbo here. Got lucky to land that one. Now, try to go on the right ledge over here. Yeah. Passing 1 minute. Also almost in the third lap. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I think we should actually still be fine. With the third lap fine enough, we should be around 30 seconds, so 140 something we're going to be getting. Yeah, almost there. 10 more seconds. Yeah, we've got it. Finally. This took way too long. 142.8. Course record 145. But not anymore. Now 142.8. Skill point acquired. One of the more difficult things to actually do in this game. Definitely. But it is done. We can finally leave. This took me way too long. Nobody ever said this was easy. But at least we can finally move on to the rest of the stage. Something I did not expect to be able to do anymore today. Oh, ouch. Let's go see where this will actually lead. To death, apparently. Because I cannot jump anymore. I'm so used to the skateboard controls now that regular platforming is not happening anymore for me. Complete utter failure. Plenty of crabs here too. A little bit too many. Nothing here. Okay, let's continue. Sparks would actually like you to eat that butterfly. Looks like you need some color on your skin. That way we should have everything up here with this. Alright. Now, let's go start looking around. From here, where can we actually go? Let's go into this cannon. It's the same one as last time, I know, but I actually misremembered there being another cannon in this area, so... Still need to get these birds. Kinda remember to being one on the top of the ship, actually. Should be able to reach the birds a bit easier with that. It actually does not look like I'm able to reach this guy. Yeah, I'm at maximum angle right now. It looks like I'm still coming short on reaching this guy. Yeah. Cannot use this one. Looks like I was still correct in my remembering. I indeed need a different one, but that we first need to find. Should be higher up on one of the ships up here. But then the question is, how do we get up here? This is the part of the stage I actually don't like. This is where I actually tripped up the first time as well. Not being able to find where I need to go. I'm actually getting lost everywhere. No. Could also just go into the acid again, trying to continue that pathway. We're also not done down here, of course, so... For now, I think that's the safest way to continue with the stage. Since I'm not too certain how to continue otherwise. At least this I'm certain of. There's more pathways we actually need to find. Like over here. Let's see where this will lead. Oh, to a loose egg. Nice. That was easily obtained. Chat. And it also looks like there's a whirlwind behind you. Might also be worth actually checking out. Perhaps this will actually take me to the top of the stage. Something I've been looking for. To get higher up. Does not seem like it though. No, I'm not too certain where I need to jump to from here. Over there, I guess? No, this just leads back to this place. Let's go back to the water once more. Oh, but there's also a whirlwind up here, of course. completely forgot about this one. Why did I not notice this one is here? I think this is actually what I was looking for. Top of the ship. Should be a cannon around here. Oh yeah, it's up there. Also, pathway leading over there. But first, let's go take care of this. The remaining birds we should be able to reach from here. All of them. Come on, get you. Even with this one, it is not going to be easy. Come on. I want these birds. There's still a lot of them. Because of the big distance, it is not easy to hit them. This might take a while. Here's another one. Only worth 1 gem. This one 5. Come on. Don't tell me I actually cannot reach you. Looks like I should be able to. I am able to hit the ship over there, so... Since you are actually flying in front of it, we should be able to actually get you. Yeah. There we go. Now, let's try to hit the container over there in the distance, in the cave. It's not going to be easy to actually hit it, because we're not able to see actually where we're shooting. But no, it looks like I actually did not hit it yet. Let's go try that again. Oh, we're actually falling short really far. Not even getting close to hitting it. This one is too high. I can actually see it exploding on the wall. Now. No, come on. You should be able to hit it from here. Bit lower. No. Apparently I'm doing something wrong here. Does not look like the cannon is actually the way to reach this. I'm trying all I can, but does not seem to be good enough. Perhaps it's actually this one that we need. Even with this one we're not really able to see where we're shooting. But at least with this one we are able to hit it. Okay. Now, we need to actually get back up there. Before we're able to actually... able to pick up the gems. Let's go turn around. Should be able to jump up the ship from here as well. Yeah, looks like we can. Now let's go make the jump. At least this way it actually works. It's a bit of trial and error, but eventually we will get there. Like I said earlier, I'm not per se the most familiar with this game, so sometimes it is still a bit searching around. Even though I have my notes, it actually does not say stuff like this. How to actually deal with that. But it is easily found out at some point. That's the downside of only having played this game once before. And even that being a couple of months ago. Was not very recently at least. Now let's go do this pathway. Make sure not to forget about this. It's also easily forgotten. And this will actually lead to another portal. What do we need to do in here? Sir.
These here waters used to be my favorite diving spot. But I can't get any loot with these subs patrolling around. Think you can pilot this here sub I bought for scrap?
You mean you bought it from Moneybags?
Alrighty then. Press the jump button to speed on up. And when you get a sub on your sights, the torpedo will start to lock on. If you get a good lock on, fire away with the attack button.
Press the A button to speed up. Wait for the red circles to lock onto the target and fire torpedoes with B. Moving into the poisonous water. Only this time we don't need any shield power up, now we've got a sub. And this one actually works pretty nicely. As you can see, we're able to shoot torpedoes. Used in order to open up the containers, of course, but also to actually kill all of the enemies. You can also see we're not actually able to pick up the gems down here. For that we actually need to go in here with Spyro later on. You might have noticed there's a shield power up down here, so swimming around in here is still going to be happening at some point. But for now, let's go focus on the mission first. Get all of these dudes, and also make sure to open up all of the containers for later on. That, of course, we're also not going to be able to do with Spyro. That the submarine also needs to take care of beforehand. So while in here, actually taking care of these guys, also make sure to have all of the containers open. So the moment we actually start swimming in here as a dragon, we're going to be able to pick up everything. Still 2 more of these guys. As you can see, whenever they're moving in the same direction as you, it's not per se easy to lock onto them. You do need to stay locked on for a certain amount of seconds before the homing actually kicks in, like this. Sometimes they can actually go around the corner, and then of course the homing will disengage again.
Well, I'll be darned. You got some mean sub-driving skills. Why don't you have this here egg as a reward?
As a reward? Still not the final one. There's going to be one more. Let's go talk to him again.
Well, I hate to ask your help again. There'll be even more subs that don't come out of nowheres. If you could blast them, I could use this acid lake as my swimming hole again.
Yeah, at least you have the shield power up over here, so you can swim.
Darn tootin'. Get on, little dragon.
Stop calling me little. And I already know the controls, so no need for you to tell me again. This time around it's going to be a bit more difficult, I'm pretty sure. It isn't the second mission for nothing. Now we need to hit 7. There's only one more, but still. I think these guys actually start attacking themselves as well. If I remember correctly. And we also need to hit them twice, I'm pretty sure. This is a bit more complicated. Yeah, pretty obvious. 2 hits. 1 is not enough anymore. 1, 2. Now you. Let's go turn around so we can actually lock onto you. And number 4. Do love how these guys actually suddenly turn around. The moment they actually spot you're actually approaching them. It's awesome little panic. Help! There's a dragon sub chasing me. Oh. And apparently I blew myself up, or I ran into an enemy torpedo. I'm not even sure what happened there. Need to try again at least. Yeah, like I said, this one is actually a bit more difficult. You're also in the danger of being destroyed yourself. Not too sure how that happened, but apparently it happened. Could actually look forward to seeing that back in editing. Because for now I was not really able to register how I actually blew myself up there. No, you don't. This is my tunnel. Number 4. Number 5 and number 6 is also here. You guys do group together nicely this attempt, so making it easy for me. And there's the last one already, so... You know what? Let's go focus on you first, because the other one is around the corner a bit too much. Not able to lock on to him, or at least stay locked on. But there we go, and that was it.
Woohoo! At last the acid lake is safe for swimming again. I wish I could reward you better, but all I got left is this here other egg. Maybe there'll be something better in this one.
Yeah, definitely better, because Dolores is way better. Better performer. 6 out of 6. That was it for the eggs. Now let's go gather all of the gems that are in here. It's also not per se going to be easy, because we need to look out for our little invincibility meter. Which is of course not going to be infinite. Make sure to always be back in time in order to re-initiate it. Because you clearly don't want to be in here the moment it runs out. The moment the warning signal actually appears, make sure to get yourself back towards the gate. Also need to keep in account that the moment our meter runs out, we also need some time in order to get back to the gate, wherever we are. Which is not per se always going to be close to the gate. We need to be super careful whenever taking this on. Whenever in doubt, make sure to ask Sparks for help. The moment you think you have them all, just press the right stick and be sure. Right. Reinitiate and moving back up to this circle of gems, which is hopefully going to be the final ones. Make one giant circle if you can. We're probably not going to be able to, so make sure to get back to the portal in time. Going up. Finishing off this little circle. Right, that was it. Sparks. What have you got for me? You're pointing towards the exit, so I think we've got them all. Yeah, that is clearly the exit. Still not done with gems in the stage, but we are in this room. So, oh, down below, okay. There's still some gems in the water by the looks of it. In the acid water. We're apparently not able to actually bring the shield power up from the previous room, so we need to find it here again. And apparently need to continue looking around in the acid. Here in these two rooms there's also stuff below. So, jumping into this little river again. Go ask Sparks which way to go. Over here. More. That way. Let's go back up. Since we need to go this way, I think it's not a bad idea to not jump in the river this time and actually go back into the stage like this. And then jump in here. More gems. Apparently also a 1-up. It randomly appears. And we get a 600 out of 600, and therefore 100% level complete. That was my first reaction here. Not an easy stage to actually get everything done. But yeah. 2.5 episodes and we've got everything. My least favorite stage in Evening Lake taken care of. This is the first stage that we've done that is not an ice world. But still, this one can be tedious. See you folks next time when we continue. Now, returning to Evening Lake. And next episode, we will continue. Treecks out. Thank you for watching.